Welcome to the show. I'm Kathy Ireland. Running a clinical trial is a complex project to manage. Trials need staff to run the busy daily tasks. Researchers need easy access to information, and patients need to be engaged and armed with better tools to stay compliant. Ken O'Connell is here to tell us about a cloud-based system where all of the stakeholders can interact and access information they need in one place. Ken, what are some of the challenges that organizations face when managing a clinical trial?
There are a number of issues in managing clinical trials, Kathy, and at Longboat, we're passionate about solving these issues. Randomized controlled trials, they compare the new drug with a placebo. This has long been the gold standard in testing how new drugs work in human patients. Pharmaceutical companies, they spend a vast amount of money, Kathy, and a vast amount of time finding patients to participate in their clinical trials to prove that their drug is effective and safe. The problem with this is, Kathy, is that in order to find the patients, they have to work with hospitals and clinics throughout the world. And this brings us with it associated challenges, and there are logistical and communication challenges. Other industries have tackled working in a more globalised society by using technology and software to bridge this gap.
Ken, how does Longboat Clinical help manage the challenges that are in the industry?
It's guided compliance and one platform, one team. So the software is designed, and we were speaking earlier, it's designed essentially to make life easier for doctors, nurses and patients. And we don't want the software to interfere with their daily routines. So what we do is we train the clinical staff first. And what we do is we train them on the specifics of each study. And we inform them of exactly what a doctor and nurse has to do at each patient visit. When the patient returns home from a clinic, they too can turn to us for Longboat for guidance. Essentially what we do, and it's critical, Kathy, is we give them email reminders and text reminders so that they don't miss any key actions or milestones on the trial.
And Ken, what are the benefits of having one cloud-based system for everyone involved to use?
There are huge benefits, Kathy. I mean, we're currently working with 8 of the top 30 global pharmaceutical companies, and we're supporting studies in over 3,000 clinics and hospitals in over 50 countries worldwide. What's important is that there is up to 40 medical professionals at each of these sites, Kathy. All these people need to have a go-to place, if you want to call it, where they can get up-to-date, clear instruction on what they have to do. Our cloud-based system allows us to update these people and give them the right information with just one click of a button.
Clinical trials are absolutely essential to testing and launching new medical treatments into the market. Managing these trials is a major undertaking task involving the coordination of medical and administrative staff, researchers, funding, volunteers, patients, and most importantly, ensuring compliance.
The platform currently is deployed in 3,000 clinics and hospitals worldwide in 50 countries. We count 9 out of the top 30 pharma companies as customers. It started out as a straightforward training and information sharing platform. It evolved then with a layer of analytical software over that to identify physician and clinician engagement, and any knowledge gaps that they would have were identified. And now it's moving towards individual patient training and patient engagement solutions, because the patient is increasingly important in the clinical trial.
The platform addresses the 3 key players in a trial: staff, patients, and oversight management teams.
The key differentiator for us when we first looked at the Longboat platform was its simplicity and elegance. Most of these solutions tend to be designed with the back office in mind. What was clear about the Longboat platform is that they'd started by thinking about the physician, the investigator, and the patient. And for that reason, we're very confident in recommending Longboat to our client base.
Our development pipeline is very promising at the moment. We've recently deployed a pre-screening product. We're working on patient-informed consent, where the patient is consented into the trial. It's a highly complex and regulated area. We have a new product that basically reduces the burden on the clinicians and allows for more effective understanding by the patient of what they're engaging in. In tandem with that, we have a component that samples the rate at which patients are being consented into the trial and compares it with original estimates for individual sites, because overestimation of patient recruitment leads to budget overruns and time delays and missed deadlines.
Longboat's platform makes life easier for busy clinical staff with its guided compliance toolset. This delivers the right tools at just the right time, so staff can focus on patients. Patients are supported with visit reminders and essential information to keep them engaged and compliant during the study.
So a good example of how Longboat have supported us recently was a clinical trial in which we had over 9 different websites that each site was going to have to use to take part in the trial. The Longboat team simplified that considerably, collapsed it down into one site with single sign-on. So for the sites, it made their job much, much easier. Now, one of the things that we use Longboat for is the key communications we do with the sites and training. And we know that from one of our recent trials that over 80% of the communications we pushed out to the sites were being read and acknowledged. So we knew our messages were getting through, and we knew the sites were doing the training that we wanted them to do. And that was a big advantage to us.
Thanks to its easy-to-use cloud-based system, Longboat Clinical is simplifying the complex world of clinical trials, leading to more successful and reliable results.
Ken, can you tell us about the patient portal and how easy it is to use?
The patient portal is introduced by the doctor to the patient. Once it's introduced, the patient gets a unique access code. They go and they log in at home. And what they find in front of them is a portal, which is, I suppose, tailored specifically for their involvement in the clinical trial.
I love that. And I love that, that team attitude that you bring to your business, and everybody's working with a common goal of bringing these great results and really winning for everyone.
Yeah, I think patients, doctors, nurses, and all the other groups and people, they have to do the right job. If they don't do the right job, well, then the trial will not be a success, Kathy. It's that simple.
Well, congratulations, Ken. It sounds like Longboat is truly helping navigate clinical trials around the world. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Kathy. It was a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. I'm Kathy Ireland.